How do I keep going on YouTube and staying motivated? Good question. 20 videos in and hardly any views. Keep asking myself, why am I doing this? Do I enjoy doing it? Can I keep doing it? Will things get better? I keep asking myself these questions and I keep wondering. And I just thought I'd make a little video about it. Why am I making YouTube videos? Why am I going through all of this? And it's quite hard work. I had no idea at the beginning. I just thought you put yourself in front of the camera, talked a bit, edited the video if you could, and then put it on YouTube, and then you got loads of views. And it doesn't work like that. I'm beginning to find out. But why am I doing it? Honestly, I want to stop doing the 9 to 5. I think I've mentioned this in previous videos. I don't work 9 to 5, but that's the gist. I want to stop working for somebody and work for myself. That's the honest answer. I want to work more from home. I really do want to work more from home. I want to spend more time at home. I spend a lot of time out of the house and at work, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be more creative. One thing that I've learned doing these videos, and I've never been like an arty type person. I can't draw properly. I can draw rubbishly. My friends that can draw, I always remember Richard Simpson at school, at junior school, who is an amazing artist. And I just used to watch him draw things and just puzzle at how he's able to do that. I hope you're still doing it, Rich, because you were and probably still are a very good artist. But I want to be more creative. I want to learn more. And I think by doing videos, that's going to enable me to bring my artistic, creative side out of myself more than I do now. And I think it's an important thing. My friend Mick, who puts his drawings on Facebook, they're just amazing. Just amazing. And I've always wanted to be able to do that, and I can't draw properly. Maybe I could learn, but excuse me, I think it's more of a skill you're born with, rather than something that you can learn. I might be wrong, but I know I can learn to get better at doing these videos. It is hard work, and there's so much to learn, but I know I can do it. I want more freedom. I don't want to be tied down to a place of work. I want to do something different than what I'm doing now. I don't get any satisfaction out of my job. I don't. It's a means to an end, my job, and that's it. I don't get any satisfaction out of it. I want to be financially stable. I would love to be able to not have to worry about being financially stable. Just not have to think about it anymore. Have enough savings. Be able to just not worry about money. Which I do worry quite a bit about money. Excuse me, even though I'm really fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. And I want to be different. People might say that I'm already different, but I want to be different from just everybody else, really. Most people will never do YouTube or make videos. They'll just watch it. That's fair enough, and that was me. I never imagined I would be in front of camera. I was just too self-conscious. I suppose that's a skill that I've learned up to now, although it might not come across like that. But yeah, I want to be different, and that's another reason why I want to do YouTube. Do I enjoy making videos? I look forward to making them. I really do look forward to making them. I still get a funny feeling inside about, I don't know, like not a butterfly feeling, an excited feeling. And that's a good thing. I love having that. I don't get that much at all in my life. So to get that feeling and to have, I don't know if buzz is the right word, but I genuinely do get a positive feeling about it. I enjoy editing, although I'm trying to make these videos, so I don't have to edit too much. But that's hard. That's easier said than done. I think of a title before I do the videos, which that helps. That takes a bit of stress off doing it, so I do enjoy doing that. I've started bouncing ideas off Gemini, and I've done it before with Chat GTP, but Gemini's on my phone, so it's a bit easier to just talk to that and just get a few ideas. But just bounce ideas off, because I haven't got anybody else to bounce ideas off. I don't talk to anybody else about this other than my immediate family, and I'm only telling them bits about it. I don't talk to them and ask them, because they've never done it. So, and I don't know anybody else who has done YouTube. So Gemini and Chat GTP just help, just give me some ideas about wording things and stuff. Even though they'll write your scripts and do all sorts, I don't. You can probably tell I don't use a script. I enjoy making thumbnails. I really do like that, and that's my creative side coming out of me a little bit more. I enjoy, if you look at my thumbnails, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not, I use Canva Pro AI and just give it some prompts as to what I want the photo or the background to look like, and then I choose the type, take a picture of myself, download that, stick that on, and then do the headings myself. But the backgrounds at the moment, I suppose it is cheating a bit, but the last video that I did, The World's Gone Mad, if you look at that, there's no chance I could create that background. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm not very good at doing video descriptions at the moment, and I need to get better at that. I definitely need to get better at making YouTube descriptions. That's something I'm gonna have to work on. Can I keep doing this? Yeah, I can. I can keep doing it. It's only taking up a bit of my time, not a massive amount of time, and it's not costing me a massive amount of money, apart from all the gear that I have initially spent money on. But I didn't really need to do that. I could have just done a bare minimum. Just being me, I've gone and bought all these different pieces and bits and pieces. But I didn't need to really spend. Certainly didn't need to buy an action camera at the moment. I could have used my phone, although I have done an explanation in another video that my phone stopped recording after so long for some reason, and this action camera just doesn't do that. I can just do this as a hobby. Why not? No, why not? I would like it to be more than a hobby, but if it isn't, so what? You know, I don't have many hobbies anymore. I used to do Thai boxing years and years ago, but I've moved away from where we've moved about 20 miles away, 15, 20 miles away from where we used to live, which doesn't sound a lot, but at the times that I would be going Thai boxing, it just makes, it's like an hour's journey, and I'm coming here then to go back, then to, and I don't do Thai boxing anymore, and I miss that massively. I just miss just doing the exercise and keeping fit, and I miss all the people at the gym. I've met so many cool and nice people, and people who I would just never have met. So doing this is a hobby to me at the moment, and it's quite good. I can voice things. I'm just enjoying doing it. I just enjoy doing it at the moment. I really do. Having to think, having to use my brain and think about things. So yeah, I can keep doing it, and I could keep just doing this, and I will keep doing it even if I don't get any views. That's the hard bit about this at the moment, not getting any views. But that will change when I get better. I'm pretty sure it will. Might take a while, and I'm under no illusions about that. I know that these videos aren't the most entertaining, but I've just got to keep sticking with it. And if things don't work out, I'll change the format or whatnot. I'll try different things, which I'm going to do. Just want to get better at talking to the camera. That's my main aim, and I feel like I'm coming across better. I feel like I'm coming across more as me, although I try to talk not quite as rough and as broad as I normally do talk, which you could probably hear me keep falling back into that, and I'm well aware that lots of people in England will have trouble understanding me, let alone anywhere else. Will things get better? Yeah, they will. Yeah, things will get better, and I've just got to keep thinking that. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about it, you've just got to tell yourself that, and they will get better. But I've just got to work at it and be more patient and not worry about things. I said I feel more comfortable in front of camera, and that in itself, I've not rewatched my earlier videos. I don't think I will do, to be honest. But I can remember how awkward I was in front of it, you know, and how just uncomfortable I was talking to a camera. Now I don't feel like that. It's still weird, and I don't know if I'll ever get over that bit. Maybe if I do eventually get an audience and I can visualize talking to people in that audience, then that might be less weird, because at the minute all I'm doing is talking to this camera and looking at this lens, and that's it. I don't think of anything else. Maybe when I have got an audience, I can think about talking to them, which might make me come across better. I don't know. I'm not as nervous. I'm not anywhere near as nervous or self-conscious as I was. So that's got better. Just the whole me talking bit and just being here, that's definitely got better. I know it's hard to believe when you watch these videos. I'm slowly building up my skills in everything. In everything, there's so much to learn in this business. There's a massive amount. There's a massive amount to learn. I had simply no idea, and I'm making the most basic videos that I can. How the people do it, who do these really fancy videos and fancy. I'm trying not to edit stuff, and how people do video. It's just amazing. I'm so impressed with them, and take my hat off to them. It's brilliant. It's hard not to get down when you've only got, I don't know, still on 24 views I think at this time. This is the 21st video, so I'm going to be coming to a point where if the views don't go up, I'll be making more video. I'll have made more videos than I have views, and that is hard. That genuinely is hard. That to not get down about that is a hard thing to do. And I want people to watch my videos, and I want people to like them. Of course I do. But if I'm just doing this as a hobby, and I'm just doing it as a thing of being able just to talk and not get things off my chest, I suppose is what I'm trying to say, then so what? It doesn't matter, does it? If I'm enjoying doing it and it makes me feel better, and it's a hobby and I just get enjoyment out of doing it, then why not carry on doing it? I suppose I mean, like I said, the ultimate aim of me doing this is to be making money. That's my ultimate aim, but I do know that I've got to up my game massively before I even come anywhere close. But there you go. I've just gradual. If I keep improving bit by bit, that's the main thing. Yeah, lots of creators say it takes ages to get better. I've watched countless videos on it, and there's some amazing creators. And I was just watching this lad the other night, and he was showing. He was really good actually, but and it was another one of these flogging a course, which I'm not overly fond of that, if I'm honest. I know it's a way of making money and stuff, and maybe I might be forced down that road. I don't like to think about that, but I ignored that. Was towards the end of the video. I ignored that bit. In fact, I turned it off. But the bit before it was really good, and he was showing how his first videos were awful, and they were not quite as bad as mine, I don't think. But he's become slicker and just altogether better. And the only way that you do that is by doing this and making videos and stuff. So that's where I'm gonna go with it all. It's a long haul. I'm under no illusion about that. I'd love to be able to make these videos and you guys watch it and send loads of cash in and blah 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 blah, and I make loads and loads of money. But I've just got to live in the real world. That's just not happening, is it, with these videos? But if I can just get better at doing them, and each time I'm just improving incrementally, hopefully down the line I will be a lot better at them, and then people will want to watch them and will want to give me money and sponsorship and stuff like that, just got to keep going. My last video, I noticed that I just looked on. I keep doing it on YouTube. I don't watch my own videos on YouTube because I want to know. I purposefully don't do that because I want to know if I've got any views. I don't want, because if I watch it, then it counts as a view, and I don't want that. So I want to know how many people I've actually watched my videos. But I looked on my channel today, and my last video, I've made 2 on this action camera. This is the 3rd, but I changed some settings in DaVinci Resolve, or didn't do something, and it's uploaded it in 4K. Still not 100% sure how I've done that, but yet again, I'm learning. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes, and if I've got to think of a better way. I'd like to have them in front of me, but I need glasses, and the only way that, if I wear glasses, you'll see the reflection of the lights in them, and I don't want that. I've got to think of a way around that, and I don't know how at the moment I'm going to do it, so I'm struggling to see. So I'm reading my notes all the time. I know it looks rubbish looking down, but there you go, that's what I'm doing. I've just got to keep working at it. I have got to keep working at it. I know I have, you know, I know that if I keep working at things, I can get better, and I know that from practice. I know that from just my life. You know, if you keep working and practicing, you do get better, and it might take you time, but you've just got to keep doing it. I've got to keep enjoying it as well. Got to keep enjoying it and trying to get better at things. The main thing is I've got to keep enjoying it. If I don't enjoy this, and I know what I'm like, even if I've spent a small fortune on something, if I don't enjoy doing it, I'll not do it. I've done that lots of times throughout my life, and I don't want to make that same mistake with this. I want to just keep enjoying it. There's so much to learn. There is so much to learn in this YouTube lark. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea how much there were to learn. It's amazing. There is so many things to do. Just when you watch people's videos, they make it look so simple, and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you just don't see on the video is untrue. I can't believe how much there is to learn, and how many little tweaks and things you can adjust. And there's just so much, and it is a bit overwhelming. It really is. But there's tons of videos out there. There's loads of amazing YouTubers that explain all this. It's just I try not to get overwhelmed with it, and just trying not to worry too much and not overthink things. My main thing is, this is my last thing, it's got to stay positive. You have, and I have. I've got to stay positive. I do suffer with depression, and I've suffered with depression for 20 odd years, I think. I used to be really bad with it, and I've learned over the years coping strategies, and people have taught me different things, and staying positive is a massive thing. It's a massive thing anyway in life. It's too easy to be negative and fall into that trap of being negative, and it feeds on itself. Conversely, staying positive can feed on itself, and you become more so. there's different ways of looking at things, but for me, I've just got to stay positive, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I could ramble on more, but I'm realising this video is going on for 26 minutes now, and I'm only supposed to be doing one for 10 minutes. So there you go. Right, hope you're all keeping well and staying safe and staying positive. Take care.